In this tutorial, we will be covering how to enter and edit children profiles in the Daycare Solver childcare management system. So with our navigation window open, having the system started, we'll click on the Children button in which to enter the children profiles. As we've mentioned in other tutorials, we've put in some demo data in which to assist you and kind of give you a feel as to how information should be entered into the system. With some demo data here, we'll start with a few things. One, you can see that there is a student ID number that is entered into the system. This is a number that is automatically assigned by the system. This is not something that you'll need to enter. The system will automatically do this for you. And the importance of this is that in the case that there are children that have similar names, whether at the same time or throughout the tenure of the institution, we'll be able to differentiate those records by a student ID number. Again, in most cases, not going to be something you regularly need to worry about. Over to the right here, you'll determine the child status. Is that student enrolled or withdrawn? Most cases, you'll be entering enrolled when entering the data. And then we'll enter the date of enrollment. We'll enter a date here. And then determine the location. Again, we've entered locations before based on that location's interface. And so if you haven't entered your locations yet, please be sure to go back to the main menu and then click on locations. Select the location here. And then as well, who the teacher will be for this particular child. All right, we can select Mark Doe. All right. From here, very similar to the teachers module, you have the ability to select a photo for the particular child. Simply click on the paperclip icon, and then you can add, remove, or simply open a picture for that child. We'll enter the individual's first and last name, select their gender, enter their date of birth, enter the street address, city, state, zip code, and I'll just enter an arbitrary one here. And then from there, we move into these tabs that we have here in which to organize information. Try to make this intuitive as possible, but we have guardian information here, guardian 1, guardian 2. Select if they're custodial parent, the parent type, and simply enter their pertinent information. As we move to authorized pickups, we can enter who those individuals are, as well input a photo ID as deemed necessary. Enter the first and last name, and then very much like that of the children photo, we can select and insert an identification photo here as well for any one of the authorized pickups. Now, in the case that a photo is not uploaded, the default picture that will show will be that as to what is displayed under pickup number 4. This will be the default photo that is shown here in the system. We can enter any emergency contact information, medical information. So do they have any allergies? We can select that, and as well enter a description of the allergies. Perhaps the individual is allergic to wheat. Are there any restrictive challenges, things that you need to be concerned about as they engage in play? Any physical limitations? And then as well, any doctor information that you'd want to enter, the doctor's name, phone number, address, and the same would pertain to any dentist information. Here on the medication tab, we'll insert any medication that the child is on. Perhaps this is medication that they are also authorized to utilize in daycare. Simply enter the medication name, description, and notes, and we've given room for up to 4 medicines to be listed. Next are the non-prescription preparations. This includes things like baby wipes, neosporin, insect repellent. We have a drop down here that you click and simply check off any non-prescription preparations that have been approved by the parent or parents to utilize. That is in daycare. Next, we can put the approval name and date as well. And again, for any additional notes, information that isn't being put here in these fields, simply type that information in this fairly large field here for your use. And then lastly, any general notes regarding this child can be put here under the Notes tab, and that will be available for view as well. Now, with all that information being inputted in tabs, the question or concern could be, how do I print this? And that's a very good question. We have a report button here, very similar to what you would see under the teachers module, where if you click on that report button, it is going to put everything in a nice user-friendly, printer-friendly format, and each page is a specific report for that child that we were viewing and inputting information for in the actual form. All right, so if you wanted to print that out, simply go to print, select the printer that you want, hit OK, and these pages would print out. I'm going to close out of this print preview, and again, we're right back to the child individual we were working on. You can see here we're flipping through and going through different records. If you needed to get to another child, you can simply go down towards the bottom and click the next record button. Also keep in mind, let's say you don't remember a child's name or you've got certain information regarding a child, keep in mind that you can simply go up to the Find button and enter in the information that you know. So let's ensure that we select any part of the field and we're in the current document and just enter some information. Perhaps it was the street name. Perhaps it was the individual's guardian's name or the person's last name. We simply enter that information here and click Find Next. And you'll see that it goes through the entire database to find that pertinent information. Right now it's going towards the location. Well, that's not what we want. Hit Find Next. Hit Find Next. You can keep on hitting Find Next till you get to the record or information that you're actually looking for. So it will search the entire database to find records that contain that information. Again, if you have further questions or concerns, please feel free to contact us or simply go back to the navigation menu, click the help link here, which will direct you straight into our help center. Hope you have a great day.